Hello, everybody, and welcome to the episode 0, is that what we're calling this? Of NeuroSpice and Dice. We are a new group of actual play people that don't use their faces. Um, my name is, well, I'm called Rue, or God, apparently. I am the dungeon master
Uh-huh.
of this group. I am a very new dungeon master that made the mistake of homebrewing his own world instead of running stuff first, so we'll see how that goes. First in our lineup of players is Cams. If you could just say,
Hi.
introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your character.
Hi, I'm Cams. I play Azalea. Well, Azzy. She's a fiendish orc. Weird stuff that was also homebrewed. Um, Druid, cleric, multi-class. She's nice, the nicest of the whole group. The only one who has an understanding of money somehow. And just here for a really good time. Just here to see everything that she can see and collect as many pets as possible.
All right. So up next we have Corgi, or Kadir, as we call him.
Hello.
Just tell us a little bit about your character.
I'm playing as Belgium Iron Hand. I show up at episode 10, I think.
Yes.
He's a Hill Dwarf Battle Master fighter. He was, um, I would say he's an undiagnosed claustrophobic. That's why he's no longer in the mines. And he loves nature. He loves being outside. He likes being the beefy shield to his friends and throwing nets at people. And he has a rock that he talks to called Kevin.
All right. Amazing. Uh, so third person, we have Sheebs. If you would like to
Hi,
introduce
hi.
yourself and tell us a little bit about your character.
Hi, my name is Sheebs, and I play Ruin Lawbard, a half-elf bard sorcerer from Kiskasai. Um, she left home a few years ago because she did not want that small town life. She takes nothing seriously, um, and apparently she's a whore in theory.
God, I love
In
that.
theory,
That's
she
amazing.
says.
Finally,
Like,
closing out our lineup, we have Farah. If you would like to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your character.
Hi, I'm Farah. I play Volante Amakir. She is a Wood Elf Ranger rogue, and she is a military woman. Um, Heavy hitter, has heavy problems with authority, but really, really likes dark-haired men for some reason. And that's about it.
Okay, amazing. So that's that's everybody in the group. Bear in mind, a lot of this is foreshadowing for a number of different things, so you guys will understand as we go along. Several disclaimers since we are basically a new podcast and y'all probably don't know who we are. Um, there's a reason why Bargrim came out in episode 10. We did start off with a group of players before Kadir joined us, but unfortunately, you guys will hear about them, and I'll explain that in a bit. Unfortunately, life happens, and things don't always allow you to have time for D&D. Um, we love them, we miss them. We hope they can come back. But
To
we're
see you again.
no,
Stop it.
please.
"Can I see
Copyright.
you
Anyway,
again?" Oh shit.
we we
Sorry.
it's okay. We hope that they join us again eventually. But if that doesn't happen, well, I hope they know that we miss them, and we hope that everything works out for them in the best way possible. Um, so that's disclaimer number one. That is why we have some missing players. Some people would have joined us and left. Disclaimer number two, audio. You guys are going to notice as you are listening that there are some issues with audio. You might hear some background noise, some people talking in the background. That's because we do not have professional quality microphones, and that is because we uh are poor as fuck. So we can't buy professional quality microphones. We're trying to work on it with time, but you just gotta bear with us for now, and you'll be on that audio quality journey with us. We are also posting to YouTube, as you know, people who like to see video. We are not showing our faces for several reasons, but yeah, the major thing is audio, and that will eventually sort itself out. Just for right now, bear with us. Uh, right. Disclaimer number 3: we look, or well, our background looks like this right now. For the people that are watching and listening on YouTube, this is what our setup is currently. But before, we were recording directly from the Discord screen, and that was because mostly we weren't at the time interested in starting a podcast. We played around with the idea of it, but it wasn't a definite thing until recent. So yeah, you're gonna see us looking a little different for the first set of episodes before we finally have this change that you'll see. You will also notice that everybody's tags here says level 7. We did start at level 1, but the reason, like I said before, we only decided to be a podcast up until recently. So you guys will be going from the beginning, um, hearing the party go from level 1 and hearing their journey go through up until level 7. And hopefully you guys will be there for the rest of this campaign. And another slight thing in this disclaimer: episodes 1 to 9 is where we didn't do a lot of recording. So those
Or no.
episodes, yeah, we didn't do recording. Those episodes don't exist. So um, what you will have, so people aren't lost, is a brief synopsis of, all right, this is what happened during episodes 1 to 9, and then you'll be thrown into the action at episode 10. I'm nervous about that because I was still very new as a dungeon master, but I'm learning things as I go. Um, right, disclaimer number 4. This intro will play twice for the next 2 episodes, so people are more acquainted. And finally, disclaimer number 5. The pictures that you guys see of our characters are obviously not ours. We do not own them. These are just placeholders until we find uh or until we commission somebody to make our actual, or the character's actual art. So, oh, and another major one: the music that is played during the episodes do not belong to us. We do not have ownership over it, nor do we claim to have ownership over it. Um, if anything, I will post the playlists that I use in the YouTube description, so you guys can check out the right artists and the correct artists. I believe that's it. Is there anything anyone else would like to add?
Nope.
Okay.
Nah.
No.
Okay. Well, in regards to that, thank you guys so much for joining us on this journey, and whatever support you provide, we are eternally grateful. So let's get into the rest of episode 0. Thank you very much again, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
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 Goodbye.
Welcome to Koratis, a smaller planet on the younger edge of the multiverse, teeming with life, steeped in mystery, and full of magic and chaos. According to legend, some time ago, the 9 gods settled upon Koratis and created life as we know it. Land was drawn from the depths of expansive waters, forming the great continents of Iteth, Zestal, and Esula, that various species would come to call home. As time went on, a tragedy of unknown origin struck Koratis. This catastrophic event came to be known as the Ruination, and most of the world's recorded histories were wiped from existence. It is known, however, that the events of the Ruination led to the formation of Tuvatu, an island continent which broke off from Iteth over 800 years ago. Life on Tuvatu was not peaceful at first, as the 9 factions that formed went to war over resources, religion, and territories. Many lives were lost during these battles. Lands and histories were further destroyed. An individual, blessed by the gods, rose up and pleaded with the warring factions to come to some agreement of peace. Over time, each nation ended their wars and sought compromise. Countries were formed from the 9 factions, and a leader from each one was elected to be that country's overseer. These overseers formed the Council of the 9, an oligarchy with the anointed individual, known only as the Sovereign, the mysterious 10th member, as their leader. Our story takes place in the year 856 PR, or post-ruination, on Tuvatu, where we begin in the country of Bartal. More specifically, in Hunt's Mark, a small hunting village to the south. The gods looked on as fate intertwined the paths of a group of individuals, unknown to each other and unaware that their lives would forever be changed.